Well, Run 50 States My Way. It's Ashley and Ryan. We're road tripping back to Ohio from Knoxville, Tennessee. And guess where you get to drive right through on the way from Knoxville to Ohio? That's right, we're in Corbin, Kentucky, home of Colonel Sanders himself and the original KFC. So we're gonna explore the town, go to the original KFC and the Colonel Sanders Museum before we have lunch again at the original KFC. Like, subscribe, and comment down below if you've ever been to Corbin, Kentucky, or some of the other awesome things to see and do as you road trip on your adventures. Welcome to Corbin, Kentucky, home of KFC. We are in downtown Corbin in Colonel Sanders Square, where you can find the statue of the Colonel himself with different little placards that kind of talk about, the legacy of Colonel Sanders. There's a historic train right back there. And then the visitor center for Corbin is over here, where we just took a picture with a wood carved Colonel Sanders. We'll put that in next. So Sanders Memorial Park, in grateful memory of the men and women who have made significant contributions toward the growth and success of Corbin, Kentucky. Sanders Park is a place of memorialization for people to come and honor their loved ones and reflect on the sacrifices made for our great city. Something else that's really cool over here, unfortunately they put like this little balcony over top of it, which is kind of unfortunate because it blocks it, but there's actually a painting, like a mural on the wall with Colonel Sanders being followed by 3 little chickens. Even the benches in Sanders Park commemorate the Colonel. Kentucky Fried Chicken. It all started here in Corbin. We are officially at the original Kentucky Fried Chicken at the Sanders Cafe and Museum. The life of Harlan Sanders. He was born in 1890 in Indiana, and Harlan Sanders in 1930 moved to Corbin, Kentucky, where he operates his first restaurant. It consists of a table and 6 chairs in a small front room of his Shell oil service station. So that's why we have this little kind of gas station memorabilia area. So literally it was chicken served while at the gas station. In 1935, Sanders makes a Kentucky Colonel by Governor Ruby Laffoon in recognition of his contribution to the state's cuisine. He becomes a director of the National Restaurant Association. By 1960, over 400 restaurants in the United States and Canada are selling Colonel Sanders Kentucky Fried Chicken. 1990, the Harlan Sanders Cafe and Museum opens for the centennial of the Colonel's birth, which is where we're currently located. Sorry, we're closed. In 1988-1989, Corbin Restaurant closed for restoration, September 19th. It then moved to a temporary facility until this location was reopened. Historical landmark of Kentucky's most famous citizen. Let's go check it out. Inside the famous KFC, where we will get lunch. But first, let's take a look around. You can get your memorabilia items here. I wonder if Ryan's gonna buy something. They even have a little pin. Ooh, and Colonel Sanders' recipe book. I wonder if all 11 spices are in it. Here's the famous bust of the man, the myth, the legend. And his famous white suit and cane.
Large carton box. They started going through
Story of his life.
early cancel checks and things that were in there. And it was fun to kind of flip through some of those. And even this, there was a check payable to Guy.
Western Union, Harlan Jr. passed away at 9:30 this morning. Confer with me at Mrs. Maggie Sanders in Henryville. After tonight, too long trip for you think, Jimmy. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Copies of his driver's license. There he is. Oh, the glare is terrible. You can kind of see him with his wife. His watch. Texas belt buckle. This display shows one of the only remaining tables, chairs, and hutches from the cafe. They are hard rock maple and were exceptionally high quality for the period. Service with a smile. Waitress McBurney shows us a typical 1940s table setting and menu from the cafe. Superior friendly service was a major part of Harlan's business success. And that's her there. So we think of KFC as fast food today. It wasn't in the original times. So this is really interesting. There was also a motel that he built, and he put a model of the motel room in the middle of the cafe for a reason. He wanted to market the motel and show how nice his rooms were. By placing it here, anyone using the restrooms or payphone would have to see it and know that you would get a good night's sleep in a comfy motel room if you stayed at his little stop. Here's the bathroom. Attractive restrooms. Harlan always went above normal quality standards. That included the bathrooms in the motel and cafe with white tile and high quality fixtures. No cell phones in 1940. Communicating with the folks back home as not as simple as it is today. You had to find a working payphone, which could be difficult at times. Harlan offered this to his guests as just one of his attractions. Sanders Cafe was the first Red Cross certified first aid station on US Highway 25 because of this reason. An old phone. This area here shows the replica kitchen that was used. Look at those pots. (1940s) kitchen equipment. Sitting in a rocker never appealed to me. Golf or fishing isn't as much fun as working. They've got a safe right here, home of the original recipe. Behind this is a whole bunch of different spices. The Secret 11. You can actually get the seasoning, but what's in it and what are the proportions? I don't know. 1960s packaging and 2020. Imagine you are Harlan Sanders and have all these different spices to choose from. Now experiment until you come up with the perfect blend of 11 to make the great flavor of the original recipe. This is a toy case of all of the little tchotchke items, and oh my gosh, Mr. Lego Ryan himself wants that Lego KFC. Wonder if it's for sale. All the different pins. On this side are the different buttons. Piece of history. More memorabilia and toys in this case. Christmas plates. Little keychains. Oh my gosh, and these are from around the world. Literally, the Colonel explores the world. Oh my gosh, these are really cool. He even had comic books. Oh, and a Colonel Sanders Pez.
I just don't see the recipe.
The original recipe? I don't think that anybody has seen it.
I was going to work for
I can't get over all of the different memorabilia. Even Star Wars. Oh my gosh. Kentucky Fried Chicken Crocs. And of course, the famous buckets. You know it's finger licking good.
perfect.
I can't believe that they used to serve on like china. Again, when you think of, you know, a fast food restaurant, you don't think of eating like that. Here's the original menu. If you can see it, you could get hot biscuits or toast with honey, juice, 2 eggs, any style, served with bacon or sausage, toast and jelly, and a beverage for $1. That's awesome. Graham cracker pie, heavenly pie. So it wasn't just a chicken location. Again, it was, you know, because of it having the hotel, he served kind of a little bit of everything. Some more recipes, but not the original 11 spices. And of course, you know this is where we're stopping for lunch. OG fried chicken. Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's finger licking good. Harlan Sanders Cafe and Museum, the birthplace of the original recipe, 11 herbs and spices. That's a wrap for Ryan and I here in Corbin, Kentucky, where we got to learn a little bit of fast food history at the Sanders Museum. We got to have lunch where it started it all, and now we're journeying back through to Ohio with maybe a stop at Buc-ee's along the way. Like, subscribe, and comment down below. Thanks for watching. Off to our next adventure. Run 50 states my way.